Today it's Battle of the Blended Scotch. Hi, welcome to Whiskey Wars, where we put two whiskeys against each other, and Derek and I taste them in 3 different ways, and we determine which one we like better. And sometimes we do something crazy at the end, like today. Today we have 6 scotches that we're going to go through. We have Islay from Compass Box. We have Kirkland, which is also known as Costco Blended Scotch. It's really good, believe it or not. Monkey Shoulder, which is a really common one, and as you can tell, we don't mind it because there's not much left in that bottle. And we also have Dewar's White Label. We have Famous Grouse, and we also have Scoresby Very Rare. Now, if you have to put very rare on the bottle, yet I bought it like at the grocery store, I'm thinking it's not. Aged for 36 months. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, on our other channel, the Brews channel, where we talk about putting a scotch into your airlock, this is the one. I kind of hope this one gets chosen today because we've actually figured out a way to do blind tests. So we won't know, we'll know which two, but we won't know which we're drinking. And we're going with a yay or nay kind of rule instead of a scoring rule because it just seems to make a lot more sense. We're evolving, folks. It's a new channel. Give us a chance. So anyway, we have 6 whiskeys. Derica has a D6, also known as a 6-sided die for all you non-D&D people. We're going to figure out which one's which. This is 1, this is 6. So we're going to figure out the 2 that go in.
3.
Longest die roll ever. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go with Dewar's White Label and Kirkland Blended Scotch. I'm actually a little bit disappointed, but you know, we might have to do the scores piece some other time. Assuming it doesn't evaporate before then. So, the way we're going to do this is we have masking tape on the bottom of these glasses. What we are going to do...
I probably need to write on them first.
Yeah. What's going to happen is we're going to have the name of the whiskey on the bottom of the glass. Then we're going to pour the whiskey into the glass, and then I'm going to leave the room. Derek is going to mix them up. I'm going to come back in. Derek is going to leave the room. I'm going to mix them up. That way...
Can you read that? No.
Not really, no. I won't really try either. I can't read what that said. That way, neither of us knows which one we're actually drinking. But we do this in 3 rounds, and the 3 rounds are neat, with water, and on ice. And each round will announce which one we like best. Real simple. Okay, so we have our whiskeys poured. I'm going to leave the room, and Derica is going to decide if she's going to switch glasses up on me or whatever, and then I'll come in and do the same thing. Be right back. Round 1. So for round 1, we drink neat. And we're both going to try both of these, and we just decide which one we like better. Okay, so we can try them separately, individually. Give tasting notes, smells. This smells like a scotch.
Looking like a scotch.
I mean, right off the bat, I'm getting the biscuity note, kind of. It's got a little bit of biscuit, some good caramel. I actually get saltwater taffy on this one.
I am enjoying the smell of this particular scotch.
It smells lovely. This is wonderful.
I'm almost getting the floral notes that I typically find in Irishes in this one.
Before I taste, I'd like to smell them both.
Yeah, that one was...
This one's more subdued,
Prettier.
caramely, richer. This one's a little brighter. That one is a little brighter.
I like the smell of that one better, but we're not judging on smell.
Okay, so this is the one that was over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to mix them up because they're all mixed up. Although we are going to reveal which one's which, even though you might know already.
It doesn't matter if they get mixed up again because
All right.
It's just...
Which glass do you like better?
I like this one, though.
Okay, pretty generic Scotch flavors. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's got a decent smoothness to it, good rich flavor. A little bit of alcohol burn, but not too high. If I'm not mistaken, I believe both of these are 40 percenters, so they're the same ABV. You know what we need? Bubba mugs of water. Water break. A bit of a drinking problem. You saw nothing. So they're on the correct size, right?
They're on the sides when we started drinking, yes.
Okay, because I haven't tried this one yet then. I would leave the Bubba here. Can I have the water again, please?
It's really curious. I like the smell of this one better, but I like the taste of that one better. Figure that one out.
You ready to vote?
I'm ready to vote.
1, 2, 3.
Go it!
All right, that brings us to round 2. This one's on water. We just put a few drops of water in each one, which I haven't done yet.
So today we are drinking our watered versions out of a Norland glass.
The water got in there.
These are really interesting glasses because they're double walled, so you can hold it like this without warming the liquid inside.
That one got enough, but this one didn't. Give it a little swirl.
It
Probably won't change the smell, so I don't really even want to comment on smell. I'm just going to taste it because you want to do that immediately.
That one with the water, its finish is more punchy.
Bitey.
Yeah.
The one that was over here with the water, it's nice. It just wasn't anything super fantastic. This one seems to have held up much better under the water. It still has a good richness and strength to the flavor. This one just got kind of watery. Don't get me wrong, they're both actually still quite enjoyable, even with water. I'm ready to vote. It's a little tougher with water.
This one tastes weird to me up front. It's like almost salty.
I get that a little. I'll say this, they were both much more pleasant straight. They're less so. Are you ready to vote?
I am ready to vote.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a difference of opinion.
Bum, bum, bum.
Round 3. Last one is on ice. I need water first. All right. So, a thing that happens when you put whiskey on ice is, first, it starts to dilute, okay? Second, as it gets cold, the ice actually turns down all the flavors, turns down the smells. So I'm not expecting much aroma on these. I still get a touch.
I get that funky salt, like saltwater
You and that salt.
I don't know. You can't. I know you can't smell
This has the
salt, but it's
brighter
like-
smell again. I'm going to say this one and this one are probably the same whiskeys, my guess. But from a smell perspective, it's really hard to say when they're on ice.
I think these two are the same.
That is possible. Wow, they taste really similar on ice. She's making faces. That's a tough call. They both have kind of a bitter finish that is like left in my mouth now. Not real happy about that.
I want to just go back to neat.
Yeah, the neat was the best of the three. I will say that. Here goes. Okay, I get a little bit of like buttery, kind of the caramel, touch of wood. The wood is a little overpowering actually at this point.
They have some really interesting, unusual things happening through them through the process on both sides. And since we don't know who's who anymore, it's kind of cool to witness that. And I'm wondering if that's inherent of the blended nature. Now, I know
Blends can be anything. That's the thing.
I understand that, but it's like it seems like I get a little pocket of this, and then a little pocket of that, and a little pocket of that.
Well, that's the idea with a blend is they want to bring out the best points of
Sure.
different whiskeys, and they blend that together to create one
And
feel.
if these are the same as I think they are, this whiskey, which I can't tell you what it is, neat, when it gets the water in it, those little pockets of different flavor profiles separate, but they come forward more, which to me is really unusual. And I didn't like it in the watered version, but it remains to be seen how I feel about it in the iced version. Are you ready to vote?
I'm ready to vote. 1, 2, 3.
No!
We did it again. All right, so now we have some calculation to do. Let me grab a piece of paper, and we're going to reveal. All right.
So the winner of the neat version was Kirkland for 2 points. We both got that one.
Next, for water,
Was one each.
one each. Kirkland was over here. I actually voted for that one.
You voted for Doers, and I voted for Kirkland.
And then on ice,
Oh, now see, this is Kirkland. So
I voted for Doers
I
twice.
thought these were the same. That is very interesting to me. The iced version of Kirkland got more potent than its watered counterpart.
Yeah, I voted for Doers on ice because I thought it tasted nicer. Neither one of them was really particularly good on ice, though.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
And with water, it was very close, but the neat was obviously better. That was the best way to do it. The winner! So, the winner today is easily Kirkland Blended Scotch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which means what's left is we have to finish it. This is where we pour all the stuff into one glass. Everything. All together. Doesn't matter who. We do this on ice because it's a little easier. Is there room? That is a lot of scotch.
Good thing we're splitting it.
Drink up.
Salute.
Okay, now it's time for Bullet Whiskey. Today, our secret ingredient is going to be braggot. Now, this is the braggot that we made on our other channel, and if you recall, I wasn't a huge fan of it, okay? So, this is sort of under protest for me, but it's alright.
But a braggot is a mead and beer combo, so if you are interested in such things, you can check us out on CS Brews and find out how to make it yourself.
And if you wanted a reason why I didn't like it, I'm not a huge light beer fan. This came out kind of like a light beer, not my thing. Now, I'm measuring using a jigger here. And I'm debating on 2 versus 3. Let's go 3 to 1. 3 shots, 3 ounces of the braggot to 1 ounce of the winner.
Kirkland Blended Scotch Whiskey!
Which I'm not surprised at one, to be honest. It's a really good scotch. I was not all that familiar with Doers until very recently. I mean, my dad drank it, but I never really was into it. So I tried the white label recently. I enjoyed it. Neat. And then in the Whiskey Wars, hey, there we go. It won. Or not. I mean, Kirkland beat it. So that's kind of interesting.
If you happen to have a Costco near your
Cork,
vicinity
please.
that is still open, I highly suggest you try some of their Kirkland brand beverages,
Oh, yeah.
as they are surprisingly delightful.
Their blended Scotch is great. I like their Canadian as well. It's almost bourbon-like, so I like it. It's kind of a lighter flavor, but it's good. And their Irish is excellent. But anyway, here we go. This is the Whiskey Wars cocktail of the day. And the question is, will it whiskey?
Nice face.
You may finish that one.
We know what his vote is.
I have not voted yet. I could be throwing them off. You never know. As I said, I wasn't a fan of the braggot. So I thought maybe adding 25% of something that I actually like might improve it.
When I smell
I
it,
was wrong.
all I smell is the braggot. When I taste it, it is a very unusual combination of flavors
Yeah.
that I cannot even put to words at this moment in
I
time.
think a bourbon in the braggot might have worked better.
Yes, I think a bourbon would have been a better choice.
Scotch and braggot. Will it whiskey?
No!
Please don't do this.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, make the braggot. Drink the whiskey. Don't drink them together.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.